Tonight, a Target 12 Investigators exclusive. We go undercover to reveal a Rhode Island bigwig getting a free ride from car taxes.
Are you keeping them registered in Delaware so you don't have to pay taxes in Rhode Island?
No, absolutely not.
We found he registers all of his personal cars in another state, even though he's a Rhode Island homeowner. He works here and collects a hefty taxpayer-funded paycheck.
Here's the rub. He is the head of Rhode Island's Public Transit Authority, an agency that took in $42 million of your tax dollars last year.
Target 12 investigator Tim White went looking for answers.
Car taxes. Many of us have seen our bills go up this year so government bean counters could balance the books. But for the past 10 years, the general manager of RIPTA hasn't had to worry about that because he registers all 3 of his vehicles in a car tax-free state. The Target 12 investigators undercover at the Providence headquarters of the Rhode Island Public Transit Authority. This is Alfred Mascola, the top dog for RIPTA. After a long day managing $42 million of taxpayer money at the transit agency, he hops into his 2008 GMC Sierra and drives off. There's one problem. Take a close look at the license plate. The truck is registered in Delaware. Another day, another car for Mascola, this time a 2001 Chevy Monte Carlo. And you guessed it, registered in Delaware. Target 12 has learned Mascola has all 3 of his cars registered in the country's other littlest state. It turns out Mascola does have one car with roadie plates, a taxpayer-funded Ford Explorer he uses as GM of RIPTA. Mascola has worked at RIPTA since 2000 and owns this home in West Greenwich. Records at Town Hall confirm for Target 12, while he's paid his property taxes, not once has he paid car taxes. We ran the numbers. His Monte Carlo would cost $112 in taxes, his pickup truck another $414. He also keeps a Pontiac G8 here, $455 in taxes. That's a total car tax bill of $981 for this year alone. Remember, he's been with RIPTA for 10 years. You should know there are no car taxes in Delaware and insurance is cheaper. Are you keeping them registered in Delaware so you don't have to pay taxes in Rhode Island?
No, absolutely not.
Mr. Mascola agreed to sit down with Target 12 to respond to our findings. He says before coming to Rhode Island, he built a house in Delaware which he considers his primary home. As for his place in West Greenwich, you're saying your home in West Greenwich is a summer home?
Yeah, I consider it my summer home. My primary home was always, from day one, Delaware. In fact, everybody at RIPTA knows about it. I don't hide it.
Let there be no mistake, Mascola works year-round. According to state law, a vehicle must be registered in Rhode Island if the car is here for more than 30 days in a year and is owned by a resident of the state. So what's a resident? According to state law, a resident is defined as a person who owns, rents, or leases real estate within the state, that is you, and engages in a trade, business, or profession in the state. That is you.
Yeah.
How are you not a resident?
Well, I don't know the law, but you're reading the law. Maybe it was an oversight on my part.
Mascola, who makes $162,000 a year as GM, says he spends most weekends in Delaware as well as vacations. Records show he's also registered to vote there.
That's my primary resident. I'm under a contract. When I am in Rhode Island, I give them 150%.
You know, Mr. Mascola, a lot of people in Rhode Island, with all due respect, give 150% in their jobs, but they pay their car taxes.
Yeah. Well, any other taxes that I'm required to pay, I pay Delaware state tax, Rhode Island state tax.
But not all. Target 12 has also learned Mascola didn't pay the Rhode Island sales tax on his cars when he bought them. At 7%, the 3 cars would have cost about $7,000 in sales taxes. Mascola tells us he paid Delaware's car purchase tax. We checked, that's a more modest 3.75%. I gotta ask you, you gonna pay your back taxes?
I'm open to talk to somebody about it. That's what I'm open to, because I wasn't hiding anything that Delaware was my primary resident. I wasn't like trying to trick anybody.
Our investigation continues tomorrow. See why more and more of you are dropping a dime on people who register their cars out of state, and see what the state is doing to crack down. Our exclusive investigation, Free Ride, continues tomorrow at 6. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.